back to another in-depth weather video. Today we're going to be doing another tropical update because the National Weather Service page is being a little bit wonky right now, so I don't want to touch that. They might be going through some technical difficulties. So we're going to do a tropical update. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. So first, let's talk about our two active systems. Tropical Storm Paulette actually was found to be stronger than expected. Maximum sustained winds of 65 miles an hour, minimum central pressure of a 991 millibars, and is moving northwest at 10 miles an hour. Rene, on the other hand, is struggling out there. Originally forecast to become a hurricane, I do not think it's going to become a hurricane anymore. Maximum sustained winds of 45 miles an hour, minimum central pressure of 1002 millibars, and is moving west-northwest at 12 miles an hour. We also have 4 disturbances in the next 5 days. We have from highest to lowest probabilities. We have Disturbance 3, which has 60% chance in 48 hours and 90% chance in 5 days. I really thought that this was going to be named Tropical Storm Sally by the time this video came out, but it has not. So next up, we have Disturbance 1, which has a 50% chance of cyclone formation in 5 days. This is going to cross over the Keys of Florida and then possibly develop in the Gulf. Could make the already soaked and powerless Louisiana a little bit worse. So that is definitely not good. Another disturbance, which will be another wave off of Africa, has a 40% chance of development in 5 days. And finally, we have a small chance, 20% chance, that a storm system out in the Gulf becomes a tropical cyclone. Now, I do want to move on to Paulette and Rene a little bit more, but specifically Paulette, because I do think that Paulette will be a major impact on Bermuda. There we go. Bermuda in that highest risk outside of right now. So 80 to 90% chance of tropical storm force winds in Bermuda, 50 knots, which would be about 60 miles an hour, 55 to 65 in that range. Bermuda has, again, the second highest chance other than right now at 50 to 60% chance of receiving 58 miles an hour winds. And then hurricane wind speed probabilities, Bermuda is actually in the highest risk, 30 to 40%. And when we look at this current storm information, we will see that there's been some big changes to that intensity guidance map. Now, speaking of that, let's move on. Current storm information on Tropical Storm Paulette. We have the hurricane track showing that this will kind of keep going northwest and then make that sharp turn, still in the trend. GFS showing the same thing, as well as the GEFS. Kind of more consistency with this. Intensity guidance showing most of these spaghetti models. The cluster is really saying tropical storm right now, in the next 48 to 60 hours, Category 1, and then in the next 84 to 96 hours, Category 2 hurricane. And then a few of them taking it to Category 3. So could we see major Hurricane Paulette? I'm definitely interested in that, especially if Bermuda is going to be in that cone and is going to be feeling those impacts. If you live in Bermuda or know anyone that lives in Bermuda, definitely have them monitor this system, because there's still a lot of wild card with this, as it could completely drop the ball, kind of stay a strong tropical storm, weak Category 1, could drop off the face of the earth as the UKX2 is showing, or it could go strong Cat 3 as the HMNI is showing. So definitely have to watch that system. Now, quickly, let's go through Rene. Rene, a few models showing Category 1, but most of them, the cluster, showing Tropical Storm. And I think that will kind of stay at this 40, 45, 50 range for the tropical storm, but you could see 60, 65 miles an hour out of this. 94L, this is on the coast of North Carolina, Virginia, that area, so we're going to skip that and go to possibly Sally. So we only have 3 models in the intensity guidance, all of them showing a category 1 at least. The ship model is showing category 2. Now let's move on to the GFS. So let's just quickly go through this. So there's Paulette. You can see that it kind of takes more of a westward route here and kind of just goes right around Bermuda. Bermuda could be seeing the outside of the impacts if the GFS is right. Rene is just showing strengthening a little bit and then it just dies off. Here's Sally. Here's possibly Teddy, but that would be short-lived. But Sally here, this would definitely be Sally at this point. Kind of rides the east coast here as a very strong storm. Think that is 948 millibars at its strongest, and then eventually it'll move up. So I think that Paulette and Sally would be the bigger storms of the two, definitely ones that we have to watch. And I'm thinking especially Invest 95L, just with the amount of time that it's going to have going across the Atlantic just to build strength. We saw that with Irma, we saw that with Florence, where they formed very early. Now, Florence kind of dropped the ball at the end, kind of sheared off, but Irma, it rapidly intensified in the Atlantic, and then it just had to carry that wind speeds through into the Western Caribbean, into the Gulf of Mexico, and then into the US. So we could see rapid intensification here. I think that it's definitely possible. I think this wave here, Invest 95L, has to be one of the top stories right now, because just every model has been consistent. I bet you the Canadian is showing about the same thing. They've all been consistently saying that this thing could be really huge. So right here, it's showing tropical storm early, and then Canadian is just showing it dying off. But I think that this will be a major hurricane. I think it can definitely go Cat 3. I think Paulette can definitely go Cat 3. Let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely want to hear your opinions. It's been a crazy hurricane season, and any answer could be the right one at this point. So comments in the comment section down below. I'll respond to any hurricane related comments and questions. Definitely want to hear your opinions on the matter. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.